first, this is how the person does it. You tell the person that you are a radiology technologist because that's what it says on your certificate. And the person say, no, you are an X-ray technician. You try to explain to the person that you went to college and you have an associate degree. So therefore you are a radiology technologist. So the person say you are an X-ray technician because the person didn't go to college. The person went to a program which didn't give a degree. So you believe what the person is saying. I mean, yes, you believe it, but you just didn't feel like arguing with the person. Now, somehow you actually totally forgot that you have a degree and something happened and you couldn't get a job where you could make enough money to pay for your bills, right? But since you did not have it in your brain that you have an associate degree with enough credit for you to get a good job, you will not, go for that job. Even when you tell people you are a substitute teacher, you have the credential and you have the certificate from the state of New Jersey, some people again will say, where is it? Show me the proof. Because they do not believe. You're not sure if it has to do with the color of your skin because you're not really used to that kind of environment, especially since you are from a country that is really all black, actually. 95% black. So you really never really deal with this kind of behavior or mindset. So you end up getting a job, you're getting paid $11 per hour to be a secretary. And even at that job, the person would not let you go to the next level because make you feel like you don't have enough education. So you go and you remember, oh, I have a degree, an associate degree. Let me go try to be a substitute teacher. So you did all your paperwork and everything. And at the job, people looking at you like, what are you doing here? Like you don't belong here. How did you get that job? Do you know somebody that worked for the Board of Education? All of this stuff. But you pay your due. You went to school. You went and get a state exam. And you actually listen to people and you did not renew the license because you trust people when they say they're going to do the right thing by you because they have their own agenda. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the person. The person has his or hers own agenda. The person wants to put a number on you, and that number is not a big number. One of the things I learned from doing self-development is when you see somebody, you put $1 million on the forehead. That's how important that person is. So you treat that person that way. You don't treat that person that like the person is not enough, is not good enough. The person should not be in this place or in that place. I even remember when I live in Belleville, and I told people that I live in Belleville, and they always say, "Oh, do you live in those community, those houses, in the corner?" These houses were for people that have less income, in every town. Even the town, it's like very, very rich. By law, they have to have low income housing. So even my own people sometimes would say, "Oh, do you live on I say, "No, I live in the house." So eventually, when somebody keep saying things to you, eventually it actually ingrained in your brain, and you start believing what they're saying. And it's truly really sad, because I want to raise my children to know they are good enough. They are good enough to have the mansion, to have the nice car, to travel all over the world, because when you pay your due, you go to school, for example, or you've been training in a field since you were 2 years old, so you have all that experience. You're an expert. Therefore, you can do anything, you can achieve anything. You are good enough. You do not have to let someone else make you feel that you're not good enough, because the more the person say it, the more it will become a reality, and the more you will completely lose yourself, and then you will forget all the time that you put into your field, all the time you went to school, all the hours that you did, training and training. All of that will just go to waste. And it is definitely a shame. Definitely a shame. So I hope somebody learned from this, that do not let someone else put a label on you. Do not let somebody else tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that. Do not let somebody put a number that is less than you are on your forehead. You have to stand up and say, "No, I expect more than that. I am more than that." And even if you have to fake it first so you could remember who you are, then you do it. Definitely do it.